Well, good evening. The Onstage Show, creating the lightning rod, and it's you. You're the master, brothers and sisters. I'm showing you something here that will enlighten you how to figure this stuff out. So please bear with me. I'm Rodney Josephson. This is the Stickman Show, because it's turtle time. Oh, he fell off, so I'll put the turtle here. Luckily, it's rubber. Yeah, so before we get into it, let's hang out in the garden for a bit, just to relax. Get our balance and cool demeanor, grounded. Check out the garden. Alive in Saigon, it's now, right? So just relax. You can see the cucumber over there, or whatever that is. But it's nature, let it be. Just chill from it. Okay. Thank you. So let's get into this, shall we? So I've drawn a circle here, which represents, again, as I've mentioned in many videos before, that lines and boxes and things like that are restrictive. It's just a way to present the whole idea in a way. So you, as being the creator and master of your life, then these things, don't really mean that much in the sense of being stuck or trapped. So it's just a representation of ideas kind of compact into a symbolic or representative form. So let's get into the way this works. So I have the Yin-Yang, balance. And that means, the good, the bad. And then we have the center. Of course, we have to have a center. Just like my left and right arm are the center. My brain is right here, so there must be the center. If I don't know there's a center, my left and right arm will be doing what they want. So here's where we got to coordinate things, right there. Our goal is to be balanced, of course. So this is based off I call it the Hegelian dialectic, Hegelian dialectic. And that means two different opposing things will lead to a result. Now, the result is what you want, or what you are. Yeah, so again, we go down to the bottom here, or this lower part, the all, the nothing, that's the monad. God, or however you'd like to think about it. God has mastered all the universal laws, or you and I have mastered all the universal laws to our extent of knowing. A 10, everyone is a 10, as I say or preach. So our intent will have a result, because that's what we are doing, that's our being. Now, if we get into our so-called external world, we have media and social media. So these are the platforms that are used to create an image or something to promote or to market, or sell ideas, right? The question is, what are we selling? Or what are we promoting? Or what are we being, right? Now, depends on your principles and ethical and moral standard, of course. So I'm giving you a basis of certain aspects of being. And you or me as the creator have every possibility to do as you will. And you'll get what you get. So if we talk about media and social media, you know, if we look on TV or go to Facebook or Twitter or TikTok, all the social media platforms, or even you can hear music or, you know, read books, and you'll have all kinds of duality in there. And this is duality, but generally there might not be a center or the connection or the message that's clear in those dual messages that are being used. So in essence, we have one way, it's an engineered intent and result. That means you specifically are engineering a result using media and social media. So you take those platforms and you engineer scenes and activities to reach a result. And what could that be? Well, if my only goal is to make money regardless of what I'm doing, then I can do that. And how does it work? How do we do this? Well, let's see. That's what the Stickman is telling me. And, you know, the all-seeing eye from the pyramid. This is the information that I was given or was revealed to me to explain. So we can engineer. And how do we engineer? Well, many, no need to mention names or platforms, they're paying and they're performing. Though I am performing now, but I'm not paying myself to do this. I'm just performing. This is an engineered, scripted, you know, as they would say, a premeditated plan. You know, X, Y, and then the Z. The Z is the result that is desired. And regardless of what they're doing, what is being done here and here, it could be the most obnoxious, rude, you know, deceit, you know, whatever. I mean, tragic, whatever it may be. They'll use anything. Allegedly used, allegedly happened activities. Just random pictures posted, and then they use the other methods to counter that. But what is it meaning? It's being advertised, and using the duality system, giving a result, isn't it? So it's engineered to give a result, and what could that be? Well, if it's about making money, then they have some type of a platform or something, or a social target they're trying to, you know, and so the result will lead to that desired outcome, generally speaking. And you know, in marketing and sales, spamming, I think is 1 to 3%. You'll always get a result. So if you send out 100 emails, 1 to 3% will always respond and buy. So if you send out 1 million, guess what? You send out 1 billion, guess what? So 1 to 3% of 1 billion, how much is that? You know, it's beyond my calculation right now. I'm not interested. So that's one method that is used in media. Oh yeah, clear as day, brothers and sisters. Because the all-seeing eye sees all. You know, as they say in the Bible, God is not mocked. Yeah. So this is how media works. Then we have another option, natural. What is a natural approach? Well, natural is flow. What is your flow? I mean, your radiant you radiate, your radiance, your coherence, your internal knowing that you are balanced and doing what you or being what you are. Okay, so that's the other approach, and ultimately, because you have these opposites in balance, this will be the result. You know, the king ruling his kingdom that, you know, is promoting or radiating wealth, abundance, love, prosperity to everyone, and so everyone is benefiting from that. I mean, everyone, not a few selected ones. So, you know, there are different ways to approach this. Again, you have to have your moral, ethical standard and your true being. I mean, if you are using one method and another one, and then you have this third, you know, intent, but you're not actually giving, you know, the so-called truth about what your true intent is, then that is so-called deceit. I think, I don't know. I'd have to clarify it with the Stickman and the all-seeing eye. But I think that makes sense, doesn't it? So again, the yin-yang just means balance. You have balanced your internal existence, your being, your soul, whatever, or however you'd like to think about that, and you are radiating your truth, and therefore that will be the result, because when both opposites are in alignment, the truth comes out. And ultimately, if you are radiating this so-called truth and showing it, then you'll get all the rewards, all the wealth and abundance, monetary or whatever, because you are showing this. Because you are that. You know, so again, it's see what the media is doing, or observe it, and start to catch these methods that are being used. And you know, you can choose, you know, what you want to believe, brothers and sisters. I'm just giving you how it works. So I'm giving you two options, and there are many more. But these are the two main things. I'm giving you these two options, but it's all included in the whole. So you could say this is here and this is here. But if you're being your true self, then you've integrated all of that into being the best ever. And that's my message. You know, seek within, for the world is without. Do as you will, and you'll reap what you sow. You'll get what you get. So this is my knowing, not just belief, it's knowing. And so I go for this so-called natural balanced approach. And the rewards are already here. They're just flowing in, day by day, moment by moment, now. And that's when you have reached the peak, your peak of inner coherence and balance. And so the world will adopt that. So I think I kind of covered this topic. If you have any questions, you may ask, or any comments, please comment. You know, I write books, I write music, generally related to this in different forms, in different formats. So through books, poetry, music, videos, lectures, speeches, meet my brothers and sisters, hanging out with the plants. Yeah. So the whole world is at your disposal, brothers and sisters. It is. So I'm going to kind of leave it there. I think I've covered this topic. watch out for that social media and the mainstream media, because believe me, that Hegelian dialectic is being used all the time and not for everyone's benefit. So, brothers and sisters, again, seek within, for the world is without. I'm Rodney Josephson. Ciao. See you next time. And check out my other videos.